Hi, so today we are working on making some face masks for some home health nurses who are needing some since we are all running out of everything. So I just thought I would take a minute because they adapted the pattern that they had gotten off of another lady on YouTube. So I just wanted to show what we were doing different, and we got this from the head nurse, I guess. So let me show you what we've done, and we're kind of late in the game, but I thought I would try anyway, so let me reverse this. All right, so what we did was we cut out, they wanted 2 pieces of fabric instead of 1. This was kind of what the first video was doing, was making a simple little face mask with 1 piece of thin fabric. Well, they wanted thicker fabric, and I'm not sure if this is cotton. I'm not really that good, but it's thick, heavy duty, feels like it'd make a good curtain or a nice thick skirt or something like that. So they got 2 different colors, and they gave me these materials. So the square or the rectangle is 6 by 9, and we went ahead and cut all those out. I did wash them first because they're going to wash these masks and reuse them, and I didn't want them to shrink or do any weird things, so I washed them. I didn't use any detergent or anything. I just washed it and dried it. So we cut them all out, and then they are adding a piece of wire, and they gave me this, and it was called clothing wire, and it was on a big stem, and I cut these. They are 5 inches long. So I cut a bunch of those. And then the elastics are 7 inches long. And because everything is running out of everything, we had to buy the big roll and cut these up. And I do have my concerns about it because when you stretch elastic that has been cut, it's very fragile. So I don't know how long that will last, but that is all that we had. I used what elastic I had up first, and then we had to start doing that. So the first ones we sent to them, we've already sent, and we've tweaked the pattern a little bit on this round. So let me show you what we have done now to get this wire in. We've just put them right sides together and sewed 2 lanes, pretty narrow and close to the edge, and then we just shoved the stem in there. Can you hold this one? Okay, so I just shoved it in there. It's pretty easy to get it in, and we got it in the middle. And then so we did all that. So this is all that we have left to do, and they've all got a wire in them. All right, and then Maddie is taking them. She's taking that and sewing around the edges, but here is where we start to add the elastic. And she should already have one in there, yes. So what she does is put it right up to the corner, and then the other edge goes to the other corner, and just lay this on top of it, and she sews over it. Go ahead, Maddie. And you just got to leave an opening at the bottom, and I leave an opening about that long so it's comfortable to turn it right side out. And she's already did the other side, so it's already got the other elastic in there. And she goes ahead and lets it do its automatic reverse so that it kind of goes over that elastic good. And then she starts again. Making it go over the elastic again so it holds it as tight as can be anyway. And she's going to stop about right there. back it up. So right there, it's basically ready to be turned inside out. So let me show you one I've got done here, just like what she took off. It's got a little opening, about 4 fingers wide there, and you can just begin to turn it right side out. Can you hold this now, Maddie? Sorry for the bad camera business, but you know, if you've done this before, you know, it's just, it doesn't look like it wants to go, but it will, and you just kind of bend that wire. And then it's just a matter of getting all the edges out. You've got your wire bent a little bit, so I straighten it up. And then I like to use my handy dandy scissors just to push the corners out. I don't get it perfect, I'll bore y'all to death, but we are not ironing or anything because they need these like super duper fast. So there is another step after we do this, and I'm going to go ahead and let Maddie do one of these other ones that I've already done so that we can show you the pleating and sewing up that hole that is right here. So again, we're not ironing or anything, just to save time. We're not pinning anything.
This fabric though is thick enough to where you really don't necessarily need to.
True. It does pretty good. So we're just going to get about that far from the edge, kind of close to the edge.
Mm-hmm. I can move it over. I'm letting it go back over the elastic again.
So she's just hand gathering. And she likes to go ahead and make 2 pleats at the same time. I kind of do mine as I go, but it don't matter, however. It is kind of thick. So
Where's that?
So they had suggested 3 pleats, but this material is pretty thick, so we're just doing 2.
Yeah. It'd be a mess to take them off.
So then she's gonna go around all edges, even this other edge. It's already been sewed, you know, that's where the little wire is. We tend to be going on top of the wire on the outside edge. I really haven't had much trouble. It kind of pushes the wire out of the way most of the time.
See if I can do
Yeah, it's on top of the wire. Above the wire, I should say. I don't think it would really matter if you sewed below the wire or above it. It's still, it's embedded in there because it's in that pocket that we made for it. And then she's doing the other side. You got to be sure that you go in the same direction as the opposite side. Alright, so that's round one of making the pleats, and now she is just going to go back over it all one more time. And just go real close to the first line. I try not to sew right on top of it. This will help the gathers to stay. And just get a real good seal on everything so that they can reuse them. And hope it keep its shape a little better. Mainly those gathers on the side need a little extra support. Alright, so there we have it. One mask. Hold this, man.
Which one? The mask or the phone?
Well, you can do the mask. Show them how the nose piece will bend now. So they can put that and make it be more fitted on their face. And we just, if this elastic gives out and we can find some more at Walmart, you know, you could just sew it on the back, tack it on the back, redo elastic. But this is a pretty sturdy face mask, and we'll just trim up the threads and everything. So I just thought I'd post that for if you work in the medical field. This would probably be better than thin material like this at catching germs of various sizes and having a nose piece in there to help it stay curved on your face. All right. God bless.